There's probably already a gazillion videos on YouTube featuring the Harbor Freight titanium welding fixture table. Well, I felt it my due diligence. I'm doing my version today. I picked one of these up and I might go back and get another one. They look kind of impressive. It's still in the box, and that's what this video is about, is unboxing this thing, getting it put together, then just see what it's made out of, and I will decide later if I want to do that or not. But so you know, I do plan on incorporating some welding into my videos as I go, and I'm trying to get geared up. This whole back wall here you see, all this is fixing to change, and we're going to do some welding projects as well as all the other things that this channel is going to be doing. If you'd like to see that kind of content, let me know in the description box, and I'll be getting tooled up over the next month or two, getting this garage fixed up the way I want it. And I don't have a lot of room in here, but it's plenty for at home and garage stuff, and that's why this little table is going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and run a time lapse putting this thing together. Then we're going to talk about it, see how well it's built, see if it's going to do what I need it to do. Oh, and another thing, if you didn't know...
My God, are you still talking?
Yeah, he's right. Let's get to it.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They want to rise up while you drown.
Well, it's pretty easy to put together. Now, this is not a very heavy table. What I mean is the build quality is not like the real big weld tables, obviously. But as far as the garage goes, hey, it's going to do everything I need it to do. It's got a 600-pound capacity. It's going to do everything I need it to do in this little garage for the projects that I might encounter. And I did watch a video not long ago looking into these tables, and the guy said that this tabletop was 1/4 of an inch, and I took him for what he said. Figured he knew what he's talking about, but he didn't. That is actually 4 millimeters, or like 0.58, I think it was, inches, which means it's somewhere between 1/8 and 3/16, but closer to 1/8. But it's good enough. I mean, you know, it's pretty rock solid. It's got the feet on it that will adjust out to where you can get this thing good and stable. You can level it up perfectly. I don't know how level my slab is, but I'm really not going to have to worry about that too much for the type things I'll be doing. So what it comes with, these are clamps. They got a bolt. Let me grab this one. They got a bolt in the bottom. Just put that bolt on, and if you got a piece here you need to lock down, like over here, you can move this hole, swing it, and just screw that down until you lock it down, which is pretty handy. It does come with a manual here. Now I want to make sure I get my terminology right. Number 10 is V-blocks. That's these right here. These are V-blocks. And that's mainly for tubing, small pipe, things like that. Let's say I wanted to weld 2 pieces out of 45. Well, this is a 45-degree angle. And if I want to go 90, of course, I would put it here. And these here are V-block spacers. That goes in there. That goes in here. That just elevates it some. And if I were to use these, which I'm sure I will at some point, I would probably elevate it just to keep it off the table. I don't want to put a lot of heat on this table because at that thickness, if you get it hot, it's going to warp. I mean, they got it braced up really well up under the bottom. You can see the screw holes. You got one there, one here, one there, plus your ends. So you're supported pretty well. Like I said, it's pretty solid for the price. Now, the first video I ever watched on this, the person said that they paid $169. Then I watched another one, they said $179. Well, I just bought this last weekend, $189. So they are going up. If you had plans to buy one, I would jump on it now. And so you're aware, this is carbon steel. It will rust. Now, it has a protective coating on it. As you can see, it had that wax paper. It's got a really nice finish now. It's going to be up to me to maintain that. It's not stainless steel. Kind of wish it was in a way, but carbon's good. That is the standard. Most everybody makes these tables out of carbon steel. I really want to buy a second one because I was going to build a workbench in here against this wall and then just put this over in the corner somewhere. And I still might do that, but really for $189 I can buy another one, and I will have way less money into these two tables than I would trying to buy the lumber and everything to build a wood bench out of. Plus, this won't burn. Now, if you noticed here, I did buy a little 3-inch vise. I love welding off a vise. I'll probably hang that there off the corner where that other clamp is, and it'll be able to pivot either way. And not only that, if I'm happen to be stick welding, I don't want to get a lot of spatter and things like this on this tabletop, because then I'll be trying to get it off of there. And my biggest goal coming up real soon is to get hooked up for TIG welding. That is like my specialty. That's what I've done the very longest.
Man, I love to weld.
And I was quite a stick welder too back in the day. I've been retired for over 2 years. It's been about 2 years and 4 months since I even struck an arc. And I'm here to tell you, I am chomping at the bit to fire up something. A TIG whip, a stick rod, something. Oh, I forgot to mention these. This is a stop is what they're calling it. They'll move, they'll spin. You just lock it down. That's got a hex head here. It's got a backing plate. You spin it where you need it, lock it down. That's just to put whatever you're working on up against it to hold it in that position. Now, I don't quite understand this. I only sent one of these per bar here, but this backing plate underneath it, it takes a bolt hole here and here, and there's really no way to use it. So I don't know what these extra bolts are for. It's only got 4 of these. I can understand it, but I guess you could always take one off these other ones if you wanted to really lock it down tight and only use 2 of them. The bottom does not have a shelf. You could always cut a piece of plywood or a piece of sheet metal, whatever, and put it in that. I kind of wish they would have put something like that in there. That way you had a place to put all this stuff. You could just store it up under here. But as it is, I'll probably just keep it on the table. Then when I actually get ready to do something, it'll have to be cleared off. That, or I'll take that wood just to the right here, this OBS, and I might cut a piece just to fit in there to lay it. That'd probably be the best solution. Overall, I'm happy for $189 nowadays. Can't really complain. So there you go, just what YouTube needed, another Harbor Freight titanium fixture table review. Thanks for watching.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I